Hey guys, welcome back to Crazy Not Crazy with Kim, Laura, and Billy Joe, episode 33. Here we are.
Welcome
that
back.
Makes how many weeks? 33, so that's a lot of weeks that we've been doing this.
2 a week.
Yeah. So
Did we start out? I can't even remember. Was the very first one? We've been doing 2 a week since the first, right?
Since faithfully. So
do the math.
Yeah. So
yeah, and let us know, please, because I don't even
16
I don't even feel like doing that kind of math right now, man. You
know, dumbasses. We're like, oh.
Well, it'd be easier like after our second episode, after like the second episode this week, then we'd have 34 under our belt. So 34. Divided by 2.
Yes, would be 17.
So we're on a roll. We do know how to do that. I mean, we really do.
Break it down to like 4 months, you know, a little over 4 months. So
yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah. Kim's checking me. She's math checking me.
It has been 4 months. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
In a way, it feels a lot longer than 4 months, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
you know,
in other
like
ways, it's like everything else. In some ways, it feels like
I think it's because like we feel like because we've been doing this forever now, and it's only been 4 months, but we're like
it's forever.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a while, you know, but not like it's an obligation. We have such a good time when we do it, but. The same hand,
we stuck with it, you know, and we're professionals now.
So now once we do get to 34 though, we're sorry guys, but we're all done. We're like calling it quits. Like 34 episodes is like the limit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where we're going with.
Yeah. No.
That's what we talked about. Yeah.
Laura's like, what? Nobody filled me in.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, but no, I think we're going to keep going. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
No, we're here for you.
This
we're gonna
is
be
just
here
the beginning
of
it, you know. Like we every episode we get better, so it's just gonna.
Well, we think we do.
Yeah, we think we do. So
I know it's pretty good. You know, I hit a milestone with episode 33 because I have completed a notebook, and I'm on to a brand new notebook. Wow. I have to like keep my old notebook for like an episode or 2 because I might need to reference it, but then it's going to go in the files and we'll have
in the filing cabinet.
In the filing cabinet.
Yeah.
And with not with gnomes.
That means our box of crap that we have.
I really feel bad, but we've had the garage door open because we're in the garage hanging out, you know. Yeah. But you guys, I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes, you know, like.
Well, after
so
this
if you see me,
we'll close out.
If you see me just jumping or slapping Laura or something, it's only because I'm trying to protect her.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I feel better now.
Okay, so
thank you.
Yeah, if you just see me like
right upside the head,
dope slapped or anything, bitch slapped. I don't know, like
it's just because I'm trying to kill the mosquitoes. So
she's got your back. Yeah.
Well, we're in Maine. I know we talk about the weather like almost every episode, but we're hot like the rest of the country is. Not as bad as the rest of the country, but. Sitting here out in the garage, it's kind of cool, but you got to keep the door open, and so it is buggy because it's like we're outside in Maine with the big garage door open.
Well,
we're close to being
fresh air, you know.
There's a pond right there that attracts the bugs, and so I mean, we're Mainers.
Yeah,
but
we deal with bugs.
But I just committed murder on that. That mosquito because it was getting me and I slapped the shit out of it.
I say kill them all. I mean,
Laura,
I hate mosquitoes.
The sweet one, kill them all.
Yeah, they don't really serve a purpose, do they?
Those and ticks and like what do ticks do?
Right.
Nothing, but
they all
give
suck
you diseases.
Right.
You know, like everybody's like gets like sick from ticks. Yeah. So. And I don't think they do I don't even think, and I'm all for the environment, but if somebody knows, let me know, but I don't even think if like ticks were gone, it would harm the environment. Like, you know, like if bumblebees were gone, we would be like screwed without bees, you know. But like ticks, I don't even think it would affect anything.
No.
So if anybody out there is listening and knows like of some environmental effect, like, ticks are for the environment, let us know. Yeah. But other than that, I say let's get rid of the ticks.
We do need to know that stuff though.
So that way I can look at them in a different way when I see them.
Well, I'd be like, I'm sorry you have to put on fire to explode, you know?
I used to hate bees when I was younger, but now I
I
garden and stuff. I'm like, okay, I get you. I understand you. I'm like, we got a mutual agreement here. Just leave me alone and I'll leave you alone.
Yeah, you can't kill the bees.
I feel the same way, and
just
I'm
get
afraid
away
of
from
them anyway,
them.
so I won't kill them, but...
Yeah, no, I've never killed one because I've never let it near me.
Right, it's like, go,
enough
like...
to kill it. Yeah.
I don't know, I can't, so it freaks me out.
No.
Yeah.
And then, like, all the bugs, I don't know why they freak me out so much. They're so small, but it's like they're so giant when I go to kill it, you know?
It's just, I think it's worse when something's smaller. It's just,
yeah.
Gross, you know, just gross.
Well, I say that, but I'm afraid of everything.
Bugs are gross, but that leads me to a story. It's nothing to do with bugs, but I'm not a fan of these either. So I do have a news story for you guys that I picked up.
Journalist Laura over here.
Yeah.
So
Just listen to her half-assed story.
Coming at you from Crazy Not Crazy, pre-recorded. My
boy.
news story for the
I thought she was gonna break out in like a rap.
I know. I was like, that's really good. Laura.
That was my news, my news face.
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. So, toads in Utah. Yes, this is the story. I caught this on the news the other night. It's the weirdest thing. So in Stockton, Utah, on July 19th, hundreds of thousands of small toads were part of a mass migration across a country road, leaving witnesses and biologists stunned.
Well, I'm stunned. Yeah.
Yeah, it happened.
Hundreds
of thousands, yeah. It happened around 7 p.m. in an area known as the S-Curves on Silver Ave. Cars were stopped and it looked like the road was moving. That's how many. It was like an army of toads. Was estimated to be a mile long crossing the road.
Do you know that what is weird is like last time you brought us, what was it, the crickets?
It was the crickets. Yeah. That's
What's
why,
happening?
like, I just happened to like catch the end, and I was like, I gotta go look this up and see if it's like a thing. So I wrote down out of the little story I read about it, but yeah, it's weird that it was toads. So I figured you guys needed to know.
We did need to know.
Did it talk more about it on why they think?
Oh, well, I'll give you the rest of what I wrote down.
Oh, she has the rest of it.
Well, it might not answer all your questions, but you guys got Google for that. So
no, we have you. That's why.
Yeah, right. This is to answer
so people were calling it biblical. They were believed to be juvenile Great Basin spadefoot toads hatched around what in many years is a dry rush lake, which I didn't know what that meant, but I still wrote it down.
It sounded good.
I didn't feel like looking it up more. And it is said
somebody
that
probably knows what that is.
Right, I'm sure somebody listening right now is probably like, this is like so normal.
Yeah, and it said,
it might be something that
and
they.
if you're from Utah, well,
Did
no,
they say it
because
was normal?
this is not normal. Like they haven't seen it. They think it's because of the ample banner water year they had. Why there was like so many of them.
The ample.
I think they probably had flood. Well, I mean, I don't know if they had floods in Utah. I don't I didn't look up, but they must have got a lot of rain.
This is like Laura at her finest journalism stuff right here. So.
Yeah. I just all I do is just get the story, write about the story, and I don't ask questions.
She's a tease, she just dangles that in front of us and is like, figure it out.
Yeah,
now I'd figure it out on your own.
You gotta go and look up the rest if you want to know. But I did after I read this story that I wrote down for everybody. I went and Googled this video on it, so you guys can check out just Google it, toads in Utah. It'll probably come up. Utah. I know. It'll probably come up, so you can check it out.
People like toads in Utah.
It's not coming up.
Where is Utah?
What the fuck is Utah?
Yeah,
it's in America.
Oh boy.
But
no, that is strange. Like I said, I don't think I've heard of this one, but I did hear of the crickets.
Yeah, we talked about it quite a few. It was a lot of episodes ago, but it was a thing. I don't even remember what state it was. But
I don't remember now either. But
have you guys ever been around?
You had all the beats on it. That's for sure. Yeah.
But how weird, it's not like I'm gonna do a news story all the time. But when I heard that, I was like, that's so weird.
Oh,
I
we
gotta
think
tell
we
you
should
guys
do a
about
half-ass
that.
news story all the time.
News story every week.
It gives us something to like Google later.
Yeah, go watch they were just like those little little
baby
baby
ones?
toads, yeah. But it did. You could see where it would look like the ground was moving. It was
wow.
bizarre, yeah. Like
and it was only for like a stretch of the road, that was it, and then it cleared up.
Yeah, it said like, but the toads, it was like a mile long of toads crossing this particular stretch of road.
Maybe there's
you know?
like a swamp or something
Maybe,
up.
yeah.
Oh, I
There
don't
might
even know
have
where
been-
toads, like I have them out here, so I guess it's any kind of water.
any type of,
So that must have like had a big hatching going on.
yeah.
They were
have
looking for more water.
right?
Busy people.
Laura's stories always turn us crazy.
Yeah, if anybody's
Busy
listening.
people.
Busy people.
They're getting busy.
Those toads are busy people.
Yeah, anybody from Utah, if you're listening or watching us, give us an update on it. Let us know what's happening.
If you can finish Laura's story, that would be great.
Yeah, if you can get all the rest of the details.
That's what we need to do is like have one of our things be like, and the rest of the story.
Right.
You know, like then people
To
can
be
fill it in for
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Let us know if anybody wants to add to it for sure. We're here for it.
We'll be waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had somebody actually answered our question on Facebook.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Two grumpy dudes on Hobbits. Yeah.
Yeah,
Their names.
we had Kat answered Stan in Waldorf. It's actually Statler and Waldorf, but we're taking it because she was like, pretty much
You're
that's
close.
like what it
We'll give
is,
you
you
the
know.
prize.
So you get the prize, Kat.
Look at you.
It's a grand prize too.
Oh, you get
Yeah.
the grand
Wow.
prize.
She's getting
Ding,
like
ding, ding,
everything.
ding.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get your information and get some cool stuff out to you, Kat.
Cool cat. Yeah.
Cat now.
Yeah.
Now you've been announced on Crazy Not Crazy. I mean, you're famous too.
Yeah.
That is true. So no more question of the week on that one. So that's answered and done. But
It only took like 3 or 4 weeks to do
I know.
that.
I know.
We'll surprise. Let's just leave it. We'll surprise you guys sometime with a question that we'll put
Yeah.
up for you, and it'll be for another prize, and you'll be surprised
You will be surprised.
when you see it.
We're surprised too. Like it just comes to us. That's how
Yeah.
Smart.
surprised we are. It's just like,
All three of us were surprised. We're like, now we got something we got to do.
Yeah.
We just made more work for ourselves. Sorry, guys.
that's all right, though, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. So good story, Laura. We appreciate that, and
Thanks.
keep it going. You know,
Yeah.
keep them coming.
Keep
so.
coming, with those half-ass stories. I love them.
All right.
We
They're
went
fun.
to,
It's fun
Speaking of the garage door being open and enjoying the weather, Saturday night we all went down to the ocean. That was my first time going this season,
yeah.
so it was
First
really
time at Pine
nice.
Point that you've been to.
First time ever going to Pine Point, but it was the first time swimming. Well, I didn't swim, but first time going around water, I should say, for the summer. It's been so rainy,
I
and
know.
even though it's been warm, it's been rainy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Not good days.
it
to
hasn't
sit
made
on
me
the
want to go
beach.
sit on the beach.
But
Yeah.
it was such a perfect day because it was
It
hot out
was.
there, but not there.
No, it was
There,
nice breeze.
I mean, you wanted to put a sweatshirt on there.
I actually did
and
have
it
a
was
sweatshirt on
how,
later in the
how
night.
good. Like
Yeah.
you're on the beach in the summer. It's like I didn't have a sweatshirt because I had left mine in the car, and we parked quite a ways away where I didn't just feel like running to my car to get it.
Well,
but I was still fine without it. You know, it was like you could wear a sweatshirt, but it was
Yeah.
good without
No,
it
was
too.
nice.
You
It
know.
was
I actually enjoyed it.
perfect.
It was my first time there, when it was low tide, low tide was going out, of course, and Billy Joe had told us we can walk out to the sandbar.
Yeah, sandbar.
Yeah.
And it's
And
huge.
at
down
first
there.
it was kind of scary because I'm like,
Well, it isn't to me. It's the ocean, and you're thinking like, is that coming? When does it come back in? How
And
quick
it's
does it come
Shark
back
Week.
in?
and it's Shark Week.
Yeah, we've all been
So-
We're at
doing
the
crazy
ocean. We
shit.
braved the ocean during
Yeah.
Shark Week,
But you still
everybody.
had to walk through water that's like thigh
Yeah.
high,
Yeah.
Well, at
I-
the end we didn't, but no, I don't even think it was probably knee deep,
Yeah, on
right?
the way
Wow.
back, there was a lot.
It was like ankle deep
Ankle
on the,
deep.
and that was if
Yeah.
you got because it was all like it's all ruddy. Like when when
Right,
the water
it's from
goes
the
out.
waves.
The
So it's like
ripples.
these
The
little
ripples.
ripples.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the word. So
Yeah.
it's like those just little puddles of water all,
Yeah.
you know,
But there
more
was
than
a little
anything.
stretch of water that you had to actually walk through.
Yeah.
And it was starting to get dark and was trying to walk. And I'm like, oh, Shark Week and all. And,
Yeah.
you know, like I've seen every
Kinda
shark
creepy,
movie
yeah.
out there. I just actually watched Jaws again for the 100th time last weekend. So I was
So you're
like,
creeped out by it.
I'm just like, I don't know. I just
Well,
love
it's
it.
just it's a classical. It's a good movie. It's something.
Do you
that
know how
just
scared I was
enjoy.
back then watching that
Right.
movie?
I mean, yeah. And now you watch it, you realize how. Just,
Yeah. And
you
it's
know,
still
the
real
graphics
because
are
more people
horrible,
get
but-
like you're
I
always
know.
hearing a
But it's
shark
still creepy.
attacks
is.
now, you know, and if you can't when you're in like water that you can't see, it's the water that has sharks and any body of water I want to see and like
Well, even on the lake, there's
Yeah.
creepy stuff that live under
Oh, yeah,
there.
bigger
but sharks
fish
are
and-
like scary, but yeah, everything.
But it was such a good time, and I was so like, I don't know. As soon as we got there, I just sat in my beach chair, and I think I took a little
Yeah.
nap. I was just like,
That's good.
I was
think,
just so
yeah.
chilled. It was
Very
amazing.
relaxing.
It was probably like for you, like you were just the instant, like everything was just like washed away, and it was like I'm here, I'm good, and
All
like
your worries gone.
you were just-
I was-
the ocean.
Sitting next to Todd, and I looked at him, and I said, "This is my happy place." So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just enjoying life right now.
It is.
And I just
yeah.
closed my eyes and kicked back, and
Yeah.
yeah, because even like I had said too, I was like we were just there, and it was like we had a moment where it was like, who cares what time it is? Time didn't
Yeah.
matter, and
No. And it
like
doesn't
when you
matter
get
when you're in the
it,
ocean.
when you have
It
that
doesn't
moment,
matter
you
until
know.
it gets dark,
Yeah.
and then it's like, wait a minute,
No, those lanterns that you packed worked perfect.
Yeah.
Though, you know.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we could still see and hang out, and it was nice, and had the tunes and lit up, and
Yeah, it was
you can't do a
relaxing.
fire there, so that was the next, best
Right,
thing. We were
yeah.
still sitting outside, and
Oh, there's nothing like the ocean, though. It's a different.
It did
Yeah, it's
not
something to
just
me
water.
though, because like
Yeah.
I wore my hair down, which I should have never done that, but I was
Yeah.
like, it's the ocean.
It's so
my
sticky.
the
Yeah.
wind in my hair, you know. But then it was all over my face, and my hands were so yucky.
Yeah,
I was
you
trying to
don't
put my
wanna try-
hair up,
yeah.
and I was pulling my hair, so you had to braid my hair for me. And she's
Yeah.
pulling my hair,
I know,
she's doing it. I
right?
felt like
Your hands are so just.
I
Sticky.
felt like your daughter.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was doing my kids' hair, like, "Ow, mom,
And I
ow."
was like, "Shut up!"
Yeah, shut up and get over here.
Sit
sit
down.
still.
Sit down.
But that did definitely help. But it was I had a really good time though. No one's caught any fish, so we didn't get to see
No,
any
That's
the
fish.
guys
pretty
caught a
unusual,
case of
though.
crabs. That was
They
about
did-
it,
they
you
did catch a
know.
bunch of
Not from
crabs.
us.
Yeah,
Not from us.
Yeah.
God knows where they caught them from, but they did.
I'll
get a
tell
bunch
you,
of
I
crabs
think,
there.
I'm
like,
surprised. Can
when
you
we
take them
go-
home and eat them? Like from
Crabs?
yeah, like you can eat those, right? Why
Yeah.
why wouldn't they have taken those home?
I don't.
Oh, do you
think-
need maybe you need a permit or something to do it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if people like take the crabs and eat them.
I don't know if you can.
You never hear of it because you would think maybe those aren't the crabs you want. Like I don't know.
I don't know if I
Because
want
people,
any
like,
crabs.
I'm with you. Well, I don't know. Remember somebody was talking about like the Alaskan king crab legs there that are like
Right.
huge
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
You know, like-
those aren't them that
Those
they're
are
catching
not
there.
them.
You know,
Those little tiny things.
yeah,
Yeah.
those are definitely not them.
Yeah.
but I know, and I think they need to we gotta get them set up with like their own little fishing station where they keep all the nasty bait away from like our sitting area. Because oh my god,
Well, I almost
I
stepped
didn't
on a
like
fish.
that. You did. I was like, I looked
Yeah.
down and your foot was like, if you would just even slid your foot in, you would have been like,
Imagine Kim's food.
Oh
That-
god, I would have like probably fell down, broke a hip, and like
You-
freaked out.
you probably would have. I was just like, watch out. No, I said something. I was like,
You
do
go,
you know
what?
that?
Yeah, you were like,
Do you know that? I don't know what I,
think you
said,
said,
but I tried to warn you.
watch out, Kim.
Yeah.
And I was like, for what? You know, I was just getting some chips or something out of my wagon. Which another tip of the week, if you're going to the beach and all that stuff, you really should get a wagon.
Yes.
I think that's
They're
a good
so
tip
nice
of the week.
to have.
That's a good tip of the week.
Yes.
We actually got one the last minute, you know. Right before we were headed out, we had a little time to kill before we had to meet, and
Yeah.
I was like, let's just run to Walmart and get a wagon because I
Yeah,
knew it
they're
would
nice
be a
to
little
have.
walk in.
Yeah.
and
Convenient.
Yeah.
It was perfect because, like, I just loaded up the wagon and
Yeah.
walked off. Like, thanks, Tom. You got stuck with everything, but at least it was all, we weren't
It's
both
compact.
loaded
It's-
up.
Right.
Instead it was just you having to drag something. I mean, he took it for the team, and I appreciate it.
The other tip I'm going to give about the wagon is, though, if you're going to get one, get the bigger the wheel, the better. I think, like
Yeah, especially
like
on
a
the
balloon
beach.
wheel or
Yeah.
something for
Yeah.
the beach,
Yeah.
because that was kind of difficult. Like,
Yeah.
I felt my lungs burning.
Yeah.
I
Those
was
aren't
like,
really turning.
You're more
like the
dragging,
small
You're dragging
ones.
it.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah.
dragging it across the beach, so that.
but I mean, it still wasn't bad. We didn't have to make a couple trips back and forth to the car.
Yeah.
Not that we had a ton of stuff, but you bring a lot of
Yeah.
stuff to go to
Yeah.
the beach, especially
Yeah.
especially
Especially
going
all
during the
day,
day and
yeah.
then into the night. So
Yeah, you gotta change your clothes, like a sweatshirt or something, and you
Yeah.
have your
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 cooler, your
food
chair,
and
your
your-
bag,
yeah,
that
an
Yeah.
has
umbrella,
everything in it. Yeah.
So there's a
plenty of
lot.
ice, keep the cold beer.
I don't know if you guys can hear
Yeah,
it, but there's a
that's thunder.
thunderstorm coming, and the thunder, it sounds like it's right above us. So if you start hearing it,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's rumbling around us, maybe.
Sounds like the rain calmed down though. It was just going pretty good a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice it was raining.
I peeked out because I was like,
hear
whoa.
it.
The moon was super pretty that night too.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And you can never get a good picture either. No matter how good your phone is, it never does it justice.
I know. And then I wonder how the people that get good pictures of the sky get them. I'm like, what kind of phone do you have? Like,
Yeah.
because I don't have a phone that
What
gets
if they got
ever,
a phone or a really good camera?
or yeah,
probably. I
that
don't
could be
know.
too.
JC's is pretty good. I don't know. I can't remember. She got the 14 now, I think, and hers is really nice. But I don't know if they would take that. Like, the moon is just
When we saw the strawberry moon,
yeah.
and when we were up at the ocean, camping up at the
Yeah.
ocean, and you could see the ocean, and then you just see this huge red
So
moon,
beautiful.
and
Yeah.
it looked like it was right in front of us. You could just reach out and touch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and you
And we
can't
tried
capture
taking
that on
pictures,
film.
and
You
it didn't
know.
look like that.
No, it
And-
just like a red blob in the.
Yeah, and it wasn't big like what we.
No.
It was just like a little.
It's so disappointing. Like, for me too, because I always will try and take the pictures, but I can never capture that.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
But
which is-
Pine Point was. I would go there again. It was just something weird going on with the odor, though. It smelled like an
Yeah.
outhouse. Like I was
Yeah.
just like, "What is that?"
It's probably all the men's crabs. They had
Yeah,
all the
true.
crabs that night.
But there was so much seaweed, and I guess it probably smells like low tide does smell like.
Well, I mean, I've been going to Pine Point for years, and I said that night, I was like, I know what low tide smells like, and it does not smell that bad normally, so I don't know what was going on.
So Lexi and
Yeah.
Marissa went to Crescent.
Yep.
Is that in
Crescent
Portland?
Beach. Yes, that's in Crescent's in down that way, like Scarborough. Or something.
Okay, so yeah, somewhere down there. So
Yeah.
and it's ocean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went there and they said that the seaweed was terrible. Like they went in the water and then they were coming out, and Lexa said she had seaweed on her leg. She was trying to get it off. Then this big wave came and hit her, and it covered her with seaweed, and she's trying to peel it off, but it had little not caterpillars, centipedes.
Oh.
They were like all these bugs that were on it. So she was freaking out, and then
I
she
would
opened
freak.
her top of her bathing suit, and they were in there. She had to go up to thank goodness they had a
Oh.
shower there, but she had to go up and do the outside
my
shower. She was
gosh.
freaking out.
I would
too.
freak.
But I was just like, I didn't know that they
I-
did that. Like,
Yeah. Oh my
Well, I
God.
would
Isn't
not
that
do
weird?
well with that. That is not good, man.
no, she didn't
I
do well with it
keep
either. She
picturing
was just
that.
like, this wave came and just like got them, you
Oh,
know?
God.
And then she's just like, oh man, she had all this seaweed, she's peeling
Oh,
it
can you
off.
imagine
and all
Kim
these
with that? I think
Oh.
I'm having anxiety hearing it. Like,
Yeah.
you're
No.
like, I
I'd have
can't
to
even
give Kim
imagine.
CPR.
Kim would be done.
I would've-
You
I
would be
would've-
done.
I don't even know what I would have done, you guys. I
Oh.
would have thought they were everywhere. Like,
Yeah,
I was.
if it sounds like they were.
Well,
Like,
I
that's
said to
what's
Lexi,
so, like,
did you make sure you like
Yeah. Everywhere.
everywhere? Because they're crawling everywhere, you know? And she was just
Oh.
like, Mom, I was over there and I was just like, oh my God, get these things off me, you know? And I was like, I'd never heard of that, you know? I was like, I
No,
didn't
me
know that
neither.
seaweed had little, like,
Well, I'm sure they have tons of little stuff in there. I didn't know there was like little centipede things.
Yeah,
me
I
I don't know if they're
neither.
little centipede. They're
Right,
probably.
they were just like some type
They,
of
she
bug.
said they look like little
Yeah.
baby ones crawling all over her, you know, but they
Oh.
reminded her of a centipede.
That's
and I was just
right.
like, ooh.
I love being on the ocean and I love the ocean, but that's why I like to swim in pools.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
pools. You can see everything in the pool, like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I like lakes too, but ocean. Now you got sharks, centipedes. I mean,
Poop?
oh my,
No, I
yeah,
don't know.
poop. Oh, that's
There was
yeah.
so much. There was so much seaweed, and I guess seaweed is white. Like you can have white seaweed.
I don't know. The
Yeah.
other night when I was looking at that seaweed, that didn't look right.
They were saying they picked it up and they looked. Bill was like, "No, that's seaweed," and Tom's like, "That's toilet paper." 'cause
That
the whole
wasn't
beach was
toilet
covered.
paper. That definitely wasn't toilet paper.
Yeah, I didn't go like close
No.
enough to, but
They said it
yeah,
was seaweed.
It
Bill
was
said it definitely was.
weedy
Well, it was like
looking.
it was like the material of
So I wonder if
seaweed,
that
Yeah.
white stuff is the stuff that has the bugs on it.
I don't know, maybe.
I should have asked Lexi. I
I
didn't
don't
ask her what
know.
color it was.
And
But
when Chelsea was at the ocean, though, she was saying like it was all just brown seaweed where she was at, which I was just like, I just don't like having that stuff on me.
I agree. And then it
I
touches
just
you
don't.
and you're
Well, you
freaked
just don't know
out.
what's in it either.
And even and I will swim in the ocean. I have many times, but not when it's like if you're gonna get all that stuff on you.
No.
I don't.
They
But
couldn't.
even-
That's why they couldn't catch any fish. Well, not that's why, but
Yeah.
they kept hooking up to the seaweed. You know,
Yeah.
it's like at one point I'm like, Bill must have a really big fish there. You know, and it came
He's
out with
pulling
like
a
this
shark.
huge pile of seaweed. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but with all the rain and the storm and the weather, I get it. It
Yeah,
happens. You
pulls
know.
it in, yeah.
I
It
still
washes it
enjoyed
out.
my day. So
It was very.
Oh, I
relaxing.
loved the
loved-
day.
yeah.
I absolutely loved the day for sure.
we actually
And-
took a picture of it that evening. We'll post it on our Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh
If you
yeah.
got right.
Oh
I
yeah.
got actually a few pictures from that night. So,
So we'll put it out there how nice that was and
yeah.
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 So but remember though it was low tide because Lexi I showed her the picture and she was like, "Mom, there's a lot of beach, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because it was low tide."
Right,
So
right.
we were out on a sand
Sandbar.
a
Yeah.
sandbar. Why can't I remember? I keep calling it a sand dune. I don't
Yeah.
And the
know.
sandbar there is huge. It's not just like a small area. I mean, it's
No, there was
you
a
can
bunch
walk
of
and
people
walk
out
and
there
walk.
fishing.
Yeah,
and-
after actually when we all left, me and Tom ended up, we went down to Old Orchard and got pizza and fries, which was kind of nice because we just sat on a bench and friggin' hung out, watched the people, and
I
People
love
it was
watch.
still,
watching.
it was
Yeah.
nice out still, you know, it's like
Was it
11:30.
busy?
Yeah, it was still busy. It was hopping down there, you know.
Mm.
So that was cool. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when I got home, I took a shower, and you just wouldn't even believe like the pound of like sand at the
Sand. Oh,
drain,
yeah.
you know. And that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't swim and I didn't sit down on the beach. I was on a chair, but just being there
Oh, yeah.
with the salt
It's
air and
always
stuff,
like that.
it
Yeah,
just
every
like
time I come home from
you
the
were
ocean, it's
covered,
just-
you know.
And plus it was pretty breezy out that day
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah, so it's flying around. The
Yeah.
sand's flying around, sticking to your sticky skin.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
tell you, but it's like after a day of the ocean, because we were there for I don't even know how many hours. The
I don't know,
time
I got
flew
there
by.
5, 6
5,
hours.
6 hours, yeah, 7
Yeah.
hours, something like that. Yeah, we were there till what, like 11?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
So
So that's
which was
long
perfect,
enough.
and that was
That's
yeah.
long enough.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. But it feels so good when you get home and take the shower. As much
Yeah.
as you love the ocean,
as
when
much
you
as you're
wash it off
tired, you just wanna
you,
go to bed,
and
you can't. You
you're
have to take a
like,
shower. You have to take a shower
Yeah.
before you go to bed.
You
for
have
sure.
to, because I mean, my hair alone, I was
Oh,
just like
it's so sticky,
matted
just-
and
yeah.
ugh.
Yeah.
for sure.
I would have
So,
hated like, yeah, trying to lay down in your bed
yeah.
with that
Yeah.
feeling like
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
Would not
But
be
yeah,
a
so
good
if you
sleep.
guys have never been to Pine Point, definitely go check that out. It's down on the other end of Old Orchard Beach, and Camp Ellis is really nice too. At the
Next
other
time we'll
end.
go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Can you sit? Can you sit on a beach
If
down
it's
there?
low tide, you can. There's a beach.
Well,
to sit on.
I think we
But-
got to do sometime too, in front of the Brunswick, so we can hear the
Yes.
band,
Yes.
listen to the music. We'll just have the little lanterns and
Yep, you can just
you
literally
know, pack our
relax. And there's not a lot
coolers
of people. It's
and-
not crowded.
Well,
down
it's
there.
probably lit up anyways if you're sitting in front of it, right?
Yeah, you don't
that's
really.
true.
You can see
Yeah,
everything.
probably
quite
wouldn't
well.
even need the lanterns. That's true. The
Yeah.
beach must be lit
We
up.
have all kinds of those lanterns though, because when we lose power,
Yeah.
yeah.
you just light them up. Like throw one down to Lexi downstairs, mine goes upstairs, and the whole house is lit.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they come in
perfect.
handy.
Yeah.
Speaking
So-
of like needing lanterns, you never know. Like we
Don't
got a
say it.
storm
Don't
coming.
say it,
Hoping we're
Laura.
not losing
Yeah, it's, I don't know if
power.
you guys can hear the thunder, but it's thundering out there pretty good.
Don't jinx us
So,
like that.
Yeah.
But,
So
but yeah, so
If you get a chance, go to the ocean, enjoy yourself, just relax, and Stay away from the seaweed with like centipedes in them.
Yeah, and
the sharks. Stay away from the sharks.
Stay away from sharks, and we'll catch you guys on our next episode.
Catch you on the flip
Yep.
side. All right, bye. Have a good night.
Bye.